everyone, I'm back with a new Halloween tutorial. This has to be the hardest one that I've done yet. I'm doing Stranger Things, the Demogorgon. He is the monster of this series, and yeah, season 2 is coming out October 27th, so I wanted to do something special for you guys. If you like this Halloween tutorial, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe, especially if you like Stranger Things as much as I do. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so first we're going to be starting with a piece of cardboard, preferably a thicker piece. It is really hard to cut out, but honestly this is going to help everything stay together better and be a lot more sturdy. Try your best to use a strong pair of scissors and cut out 4 of the petals of the monster. Are they petals? I'm not really sure if they're petals or what you call it that's on him, but I call them petals. And also, here's the mask that I'm using for the foundation of the face. It's not the strongest. I definitely recommend getting something that's a lot thicker. I got this from the dollar store, so having to reinforce everything was pretty tough. In this clip, you can see that I'm measuring everything by eye, just to make sure that it fits on the mask. And it pretty much did. The only part that I had to actually fix was the top on top of the forehead, and that's about it. Now I'm just trying to tape everything on with masking tape. I definitely had to put cotton balls underneath it so that it would stay up, and after I did that I had to reinforce it with tape. For the rest of the petals, I'm just making sure that everything is taped in the back as well as the front, and I'm just creating a crisscross pattern. Now I wanted to make sure that there were ridges in the petals and that it wasn't just a flat piece, so here's how I did it. I have here some liquid latex, and also some cotton balls, and I will be putting all the cotton balls on the edges of the petals. The liquid latex dries pretty quickly, so don't worry about them falling off. Here's what it's looking like towards the end. And next I'm just putting tape over the cotton. This will be the base before I do a paper mache technique. And this is what the back is looking like. At this point, I was really shocked that this was coming together. I didn't know what I was doing at first. It was taking shape. Then I had to go ahead and put some more cotton on there. I felt like the ridges weren't big enough, so I wanted to make them a little bit larger, and I just went ahead and I repeated those last few steps. And in this clip, I was starting the paper mache technique. The paper I got was from the dollar store, but I think that you guys should just go ahead and use newspaper for this. This is what I found to begin with, and I'm just, putting the liquid latex over the paper. So after the latex is dry, you want to start painting. I actually started off with my water-based face paint, and this did not work out because it was way too light. It actually turned out pink in first, and I was kind of panicking on the inside. So I had to go back to Michael's and buy some house paints, and that worked out perfectly. I used acrylic. Now I'm just making sure to go ahead and shade everything. I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to be a painter back in the day, and then I stopped painting for a while. And yeah, I haven't painted in 3 years, so this was really fun to get back into it. But yeah, this is how it's looking. Y'all will see soon that I'm going to be using a gloss medium over it to make it look like the blood is glistening. Alright, so here is the gloss medium. I'm using it is by MACHE, and I got it from Michael's. I think I got it for half off. It was like $3.50. And this is basically to make everything glossy and actually look like real blood. It was kind of matte looking, and it looks white at first, but it dries on clear, so don't worry about that. Also, yes, if you guys were wondering, I did go ahead and shade some more off camera. There was a lot of painting involved, and it took hours, so yeah. Now for those of you guys that want to know how I made these crazy looking teeth, I'm going to show you guys 2 different ways. Now the first option is to mold your teeth with clay. I used the Magic modeling clay from Michael's again. And I don't have the clip for this part, but basically you just shape your clay into teeth. I made my teeth a little bit more curved towards the edges of the petals, and then I waited for them to dry for around 7 to 8 hours, and it was time for me to hot glue them onto the piece. I did have some issues with some of the teeth falling off, so you'll just have to go ahead and put them on again with hot glue. It did stay around the 3rd or 4th time, so just be patient with it. So this is how the teeth are looking close up. As you can see, I've added some spit on there. That is just from the hot glue gun. So I actually ended up running out of teeth for this part of the project. I went ahead and I found a new solution to add more teeth on there, and this is what you do. So I got some paper, masking tape, and some scissors. And I'm just going to cut a square piece of paper out, not too big, just a small piece, and I'm going to roll that up into a cone shape, and then I got some masking tape and I just wrapped it around. After that, I just cut it up halfway, and then I was ready to go ahead and hot glue it onto the piece. And I have a mixture of the 2 different types of teeth, which are made of clay and paper. So I did get a little bit lazy for the body painting part. I used the SNAZZAROO water-based paints again, and it went on pretty smooth. I just didn't really take my time, but I did the best that I could, and I think I did somewhat decent. The Demogorgon has a lot of veins popping out, so that's why it's looking pretty gnarly. After that, last thing I had to do was cut out some holes for my eyes and also my mouth. And then we were good to go. I was done with this entire project, which took me 3 days to make, y'all. But it was so much fun and it was so worth it just because I love the freaking show. But yeah, stay tuned for more Halloween videos coming up for me this month. There's a lot more to come. I hope that you guys like this video. Also, click the notification button down below if you want to see more of my stuff and my updates. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys!